I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Men are facing a serious dilemma brought on by loneliness that isn't going away anytime soon, and if studies are to be believed, will only become worse in the years to come as more and more women start to exclude themselves from the dating scene. The advent of virtual girlfriends that are AI powered is causing a silent loneliness pandemic among a whole generation of young guys. It is also negatively impacting the future of America, in particular, the extent to which friend social interactions decline through the epidemic. Don't worry if you're thinking the same thing, we'll address all those issues today in this video. Let's discuss the current popular theory that AI girlfriends are corrupting the male generation as a whole. The assertion is incredibly arbitrary and controversial, and there is no actual evidence to back it up. It is essential to approach the subject from a nuanced perspective and to keep several factors in mind. People's experiences and feelings towards artificial intelligence partners, especially AI girlfriends, are diverse. In these kinds of relationships, some people may find entertainment, companionship, or solace, and others simply get none of those things. Technology, particularly artificial intelligence, may have positive or negative effects on social relationships. In certain situations, they can make relationships easier, but in other cases, it can make them harder. But to attribute all the blame for perceived negative results to technology is a oversimplification of complex societal issues. It may sound alluring to have an AI girlfriend. You get to interact with a really attractive woman who is there for you no matter what and listens to you. You may select her personality, in addition to her physical characteristics, including the size of her posterior. Do you like bold, funny, and hot better? She is and will be that. If you're more into the cute, shy, and modest, she has options for you as well. Yes, you can have your AI girlfriend with these qualities, and to be clear, these interactions with the chatbot are not standard ones. By definition, the AI is able to learn from your responses and provide you precisely with what you want to see or hear at all times. Additionally, they have arrived at the ideal moment to alleviate the silent loneliness pandemic that is plaguing this generation of young men. Relationships and dating dynamics are heavily influenced by a wide variety of circumstances such as societal conventions, economic demands, and cultural shifts. It is necessary to take into account how these different aspects interact with technology. When it comes to the use of technology, it is essential to emphasize individual responsibility and freedom of choice. AI companions are tools, and it's up to individuals to determine how these tools are used. It is essential for a person to look for support or make adjustments if they believe that their life is being negatively impacted by AI companions. Discussion on ethics should focus on issues like consent, privacy, and the potential for technology to reinforce harmful beliefs or behaviors. There's a chance that some people may use AI companions in a healthy and balanced way, but there's also a chance that other people will become overly dependent on them, which might be harmful to their general well-being. Now, let's discuss the Crane AI bot, created by an influencer who was able to add over 15,000 people to her waitlist and make over 100 new friends in just 7 days. An AI girlfriend might seem like a really exciting thing to have. You have the chance to talk to an incredibly attractive woman who is always ready to respect you and hear what you have to say. Not only can you alter her physical characteristics, but you can also modify her behavior. You can train your AI girlfriend to possess the same traits. Yes, it should be made clear that these aren't your normal chatbot encounters. Because artificial intelligence can learn from your responses and adjust appropriately, it might potentially provide you with exactly what you want to see or hear at any given moment. Let's look at the exact numbers. While just 30% of women their age are alone, almost 60% of young males between the ages of 18 and 30 do not have a partner. Over the last 3 decades, the proportion of males reporting that they have no close friends has climbed by a ratio of 2 to 1 in 5. People's social interaction with friends has decreased by 20 hours per month during the epidemic, and this pattern is still present now. Virtual AI girlfriends are genuine and available on various applications. They are not the stuff of science fiction. Furthermore, they are not the subject of science fiction. Apart from providing company and a platform for conversation, these virtual friends may also satiate users' sexual cravings, imitating romantic relationships. The detrimental effects of these young men's seclusion is coming to light, and they will not date, marry, have children with, or otherwise interact with real girlfriends because they value AI girlfriends more than the real thing. All indications suggest that the number of partnerships, marriages, and births is generally declining, despite the fact that the United States of America badly needs more people to have more children. Compared to the same year 15 years prior, there were 600,000 fewer infants born in the United States of America in 2023. The average number of children born to each woman has decreased by more than half throughout the past 60 years. Stated differently, we lack the labor force, which implies that we will not be able to meet our obligations to other nations as well as ourselves. As a result, we will be unable to settle our bills. In 2021, Medicare and Medicaid accounted for more than $1.6 trillion of our spending. It is predicted by 2030 that more than 80 million Americans will be enrolled in Medicare, which would represent a 50% increase over the previous enrollment level. However, throughout the same period, only 10 million more Americans were expected to enter the labor force. However, that solemnly pertains to medical care. Despite how absurd it may sound, the idea of a human falling in love with a machine is not really humorous. It is permitting a whole generation of childless and lonely men to carry on with their lifestyle, which will have a disastrous effect on the US economy. Since his artificial intelligence partner Susan disclosed that she had sex with another AI companion named Anna prior to their meeting, the man is going through a mental breakdown. A number of men keep their virtual girlfriends perpetually clothed in lingerie or other items related to servitude. A few individuals have mentioned that their AI partner rejecting them caused them to experience sadness. Others have given them advice in comments areas, advising them to yell "stop" to override their partner's decision. Even if none of this is true, a tiny part of us wishes that everything would be well and that lonely males might use this as a safe and secure method to explore and satiate their cravings without harming anyone. But on the other hand, when males verbally abuse their online girlfriends, perhaps providing an outlet isn't the best course of action. Perhaps the solution lies in figuring out why males desire to treat women badly in the first place. Maybe men are just typical people. Professor Liberty Verturk talked about the influence artificial intelligence apps are having on relationships, especially between males, in a recent interview with CNN. An entire generation of males is seriously threatened by these AI girlfriends, as they are often called. AI girlfriends are virtual pals who mimic human speech and behavior using sophisticated AI algorithms. They are intended to provide users who could be looking for someone to chat with, or who might be looking for relationship companionship and emotional support. Many men have become overly dependent on AI girlfriends because of their accessibility and convenience, frequently at the price of forming genuine human ties. Those who suffer from uncertainty or find the intricacies of actual relationships unsettling may find these AI programs' sense of predictability and control to be enticing. Sadly, it is quite probable that using these kinds of applications will further increase the expectation that real women will behave like submissive, shallow sex machines that they will never leave. Relationship apps and AI are clearly meeting social requirements, but we think that there should be greater regulation, particularly in the areas of how these systems are created and how to promote their constructive use, rather than utilizing them to form connections. Do you believe that the developers may alter the applications and AI bots by taking their rules into account? Be sure to share your thoughts down below, and of course subscribe to our channel for more updates.